Holla, holla, holla. Man, Teddy Long's back. And I was happy. Like, I wasn't really going to do a Raw review tonight. If you saw the video before this one, or the pack opening I did, I talked about how I didn't know how I was going to do it because I've got so much going on this week. But here it is. I wasn't really going to do it, but they started off the show pretty good, and I'm just intrigued to see what John Cena and AJ do. But Teddy Long's back, and he wants to run SmackDown, but the dude could not say the longest weekly I probably can't say, the longest weekly episodic running television history smack. Fuck you, okay? I can't say it either. Same boat with Teddy Long. We can't say it, man. But, man, he got Chris Jericho was on top of it when they started the show. They were all on ladders. Chris Jericho had his legs crossed like he was being all snooty and shit on the top of a ladder. But you can't be snooty and shit on top of a ladder. You look retarded. And my big ass, if I get on top of that ladder and sat crossed, I'd have fell back and broke my fucking neck. But it was pretty funny. But Stephanie comes out and ruins the whole moment. I really honestly hate you, Stephanie McMahon. Let Teddy run SmackDown. In the comments, hashtag Teddy for SmackDown. Fuck Raw. I was always like, when they had the brands, like, to be seriously honest with you guys, I was always SmackDown. And then I was really SmackDown when I went to Florida to spend the summer with my aunt and stuff. And SmackDown was the only thing that came on, like, basic ass cable or something. And I was like, okay, yeah, it's SmackDown. I just always watched SmackDown. And Teddy Long would always make it so fun to watch with the players, and he making them 6-man tag team matches, and there must be a winner. It was always so fun. But Stephanie, bitch ass motherfucker, I hate you, Stephanie. God. But she makes a match where it's Cesaro versus Chris Jericho, Sammy versus Alberto, and Dean versus KO. The first match was Cesaro versus Chris Jericho, and it was a good match. When Cesaro jumped off the ropes and Jericho hit the code breaker, I thought it was over. But it wasn't. Cesaro hits the Cesaro swing. Well, Cesaro rolled out the ring. They fight on some more, of course. Cesaro hits Cesaro swing and goes into the sharpshooter. Like, that was a great combo. And Chris Jericho taps out. So, okay, good match. I'm still on my picks of either Kevin Owens, Dean Ambrose, or my pick that I really wanted is Cesaro, but it's obviously not going to happen. But the next match was Rusev versus Jack Swagger. And let me just be the first to say that these guys have great chemistry. Rusev and Jack Swagger have had always good matches. This match was pretty good. And I've always been a fan of Jack Swagger. When he was a world champion, like, I was so happy. Like, he was beating Big Show. I'm like, yeah, let's go, right? Let's go. And now, look at him. He's not doing anything. Absolutely nothing. And Rusev wins by a count out. He throws Jack Swagger into Titus. He gets back in the ring at 10. And Titus, so we're going to see Titus versus Rusev at Money in the Bank. I'm all for that. I really want Titus O'Neil to win that match because I feel like Titus O'Neil deserves it. The dude's good. The fans are behind him. But I think Rusev needs to win. He needs to win to keep his character where it's at because they're doing a reboot of when he first came in. It was just that dominant heel. And they need to keep doing that, even though I want Titus O'Neil to win that. But, yeah, it was a pretty good show. Well, pretty good beginning to the show. I'm intrigued. Now, hopefully it does not die off in the next couple of hours, or I will be pretty pissed. Oh, my God. Shit just got real. That was a great... I loved that whole thing. Cena, AJ... Oh, my God. And I thought for a second Cena was about to rap. And I pissed my pants. Every time I do a Raw review, my phone rings, and that's just what happened there. I need to turn it on silent, but I don't. Wow. AJ Styles just said something that, like, every WWE hater, every John Cena hater has been saying forever, that John Cena buries everybody, and he's gonna say, get out the shovels, and you're gonna bury guys like me. That's why I got the club here for my insurance policy. I'm like, wow, he said that. And then he said that anywhere would welcome him back with opening arms. And you know he can't say TNA, and I'm pretty sure they can't say ROH too. So he just says Japan. Okay, you should have let him say it. Shit's getting real. This is one of those things where they just say it, I would think. Because Every other company mentions WWE. Every single one. So I think they should have said it, but they come out and try to attack Cena, and here comes the New Day. Wow. Okay. I like that. New Day helping Cena. I don't think it's going to be one of those things where the Usos with Roman Reigns got booed. I think the New Day is more popular than the Usos. I don't think they're going to get booed with Cena because, people boo Cena. So this is going to be a tough thing to see the reception they get with being with John Cena in this. And if they're going to be with Cena more often. Well, that sets up a 6-man tag. Hopefully they make it the main event. Why wouldn't they? I don't know, but it's going to be the New Day versus the Club. It's going to be good. I give this one to the Club just because they need more momentum, especially if AJ is going up against Cena at Money in the Bank. They're going to need that momentum because John Cena wins this at Money in the Bank. There's no other way around it. It makes me mad that there's going to be another pay-per-view loss for AJ Styles. I think he's like one. Let's see, he lost at Royal Rumble. He lost at WrestleMania. He lost at 2 against Roman Reigns. He's 1-4. And he's going to be 1-5. So, yeah. He's going to take another L at the pay-per-view, but he's going to need wins leading up to the pay-per-view for sure. This show just keeps getting... I like this week. This week has been pretty good. Because we got a couple of haters. Well, if you follow Enzo on Instagram, he's been putting this. You got a couple of gators. You got a couple of neighbors. This shit's been funny all day. But they face Simon Butterscotch and Aiden. I can't stop hating English. Fucking awesome. That was great. That's an okay match. And they get disqualified, the Enzo cast do, because Aiden English says, "You're going again," and threw him into the bottom rope, recreating what happened at the pay-per-view. And Big Cass just snapped and beat the shit out of Aiden English in the corner. Referee stops the match. I'm like, okay. We're seeing a little bit of a tougher side from these guys instead of the comedy acts, and they can show. They've shown that they can wrestle, but what I'm saying is we're seeing a different side of them, and I think that's good. I would love it if they did it all the time. And now, my favorite part of Raw is back on, and it's Teddy Long, guys. He gets back there with Stephanie, and he's like, well, he wants to make a Fatal 4-Way Tag Team Championship match at Money in the Bank, and I'm like all for it. He wants to put the Club, a New Day. Wow, how am I drawing a brain fart right now? The Vaudevillains and Enzo Amore and Big Cass, and I'm like, yes. Then I look on Twitter, and people are getting saying that would be dumb. No, it would not be dumb. That'd be an awesome match. Stop freaking being dumb, people. Oh my god, y'all. Okay, I gotta get off of that now. But Stephen's like, how did you even get back here? He goes, he pulls out, you see this? This here's $1, and make people go holla holla. I'm like, I can't. Oh my god, this is awesome. I say it again. Hashtag Teddy Long for SmackDown. And if that's not already trending, it better be fucking trending by the end of the night. Hold on, let's just look. We're gonna look. No, yep, Teddy Long is, but it should be hashtag Teddy for SmackDown. But yeah, I just love Raw. This week has been good. Last week was boring for the most part, except for the AJ and John Cena part. This week they've kept it up. They've made it more entertaining and not dull and boring. So good props to you, WWE. Props to you. But a quick update for the people that are wondering about NXT The End. It will be up Thursday. Yeah, I'm sorry it can't be up Wednesday night. Wednesday night's Lucha Underground, and there's supposedly a nunchuck match, so I'm gonna watch that and review that. So Thursday, when I get home, it should be up before 1. We'll have the NXT The End review, but tomorrow we'll have NXT The End predictions, so that should be pretty fun. But yeah, let's get to the next part. Alright guys, we just saw Sami Zayn versus Alberto Del Rio. It was an okay match. Again, I'm gonna have to stay off of Twitter from now on, to be honest, during a wrestling show. Jesus. People were hating on that match. Although the match was alright. Nothing to hate over. The match was okay. I mean, come on now. The moonsault off the barricade is always pretty cool to see. The insecurities Alberto Del Rio hit on Sami Zayn. He hit like 3, and I thought Sami Zayn's freaking head probably would have exploded. It was good. Del Rio hits that nasty knees to the gut of Sami Zayn, and Del Rio wins. Solid matchup. Now, what else to say? They're doing some interview now with Roman Reigns and shit. I don't care. No, I really don't care. Got an hour left of Monday Night Raw at this point. I don't know what to say at this point. As you know, I do these live. Like, I don't know, I don't log in and do them live, like face to face with you guys for like 3 hours. Every time something happens, I go ahead and talk over it. That's a lot easier than forgetting half of it 3 hours later and not being able to remember, but only like the main event because I just saw it. So it's just always a lot better to do it like this. But if you don't like it, oh well, don't watch it. Alright, that was a pretty good match. Kevin Owens versus Dean Ambrose, and this is another point where they always have good matches, and this one was no exception. I love how Kevin Owens goes up and messes with the commentators while he wrestles. He comes up, takes Byron's headset. So you know what's gonna happen, Byron? And he's and of course you didn't get to hear him say the cuss words because this is PG shit. But Dean Ambrose catches him with a clothesline. Again, the one thing, I don't know why this makes me mad, but you know how Dean Ambrose runs and kind of catapults himself off the turnbuckle and runs and hits a elbow? But when he does that, he never looks like he has any momentum, even though he kind of like catapults himself off the turnbuckle. If you're going to do that, run back in and really hit the dude, not lay some weak-looking forearm. That was terrible. But the bullfrog splash off the apron was the shit. That was great. And unfortunately, Dean Ambrose was. I have no problems with Dean Ambrose, but Kevin Owens is winning this Money in the Bank briefcase. And Kevin Owens looks like he's going for the pop-up powerbomb. Dean Ambrose reverses it into a, I don't even remember what he calls it anymore. Wow, that's pretty shitty of me, huh? Oh, but the yawns. But, after the match, Dean Ambrose goes up with a ladder to the top, and here comes Kevin Owens, knocks him down, and screams, "This is mine." Yeah, this is his. He's got this in the bag. The confidence he has going into this, and the way they're booking it, I just feel like Kevin Owens is going to be your new number one, new Money in the Bank winner. That's what's going to happen. I'm pretty sure of it. Again, this is supposed to be the Divas Revolution, or the Women's Revolution, whatever the fuck. It's crap. Dana Brooke is terrible. I don't like Charlotte. I like the other two. But come on now, guys. Please do not make this a match at Money in the Bank. Phone rings again. Sorry about that. But Money in the Bank is shaping up to be really, really good. And if they put this on the show, yeah. Like Dana Brooke threw a punch, and she threw a punch on her arm. Like, she walks back like, yeah, I'm with you guys now. And punches her in the arm. Yeah. Fall down. Fall down because you got punched in the arm. Yeah. And then here comes Becky Lynch trying to stop her, and she trips over Natalya. I'm like, come on, man. This is trash. Jesus. And I don't even know if this is good or bad news. From what I've heard, like, Vince McMahon is worried about how Sasha Banks doesn't have much durability and that she's injury prone. Please don't do it. Please let her wrestle, damn it. We need her on Raw. This women's division is shit right now. I'm sorry to say it. Natalya vs. Charlotte's been pretty good, but the endings have been just shitty after shitty. With a hiccup, fuck it. But that was crap. Man. Didn't like it at all. Finally, a Febreze match. Not Breezango. That's the dumbest name ever. It's Fabrice. But it was Tyler Breeze versus Goldust from Golden Truth. Matched in, and everybody got in the ring and started fighting. And here comes Teddy Long. Thank you, Teddy Long. He's got no other choice but to make this a tag team match. I remember those days. I honestly do, and that was pretty great to hear again. I wish. Please let him run SmackDown. Please. And then they escort him out in the back, and Stemmy's like, it's not going to be you running SmackDown. They want a young person. Bitch, you ain't young no more. Damn, get the fuck out. Fuck you. Man, I swear if Vicky's on Raw all next week, I'm gonna be pissed. And if they let Vicky run Raw, Teddy Long better be running SmackDown. Teddy Long better be running SmackDown. Gosh. Just let me get your thoughts on this whole Teddy Long thing. I thought he has been the best part of Raw. And I'm being totally honest. He is that great. And he's funny. Everything about him is awesome. I don't know why I like him so much, but the dude needs to be running SmackDown Live. Alright, main event time. New Day versus the Club. And before the bell rang, they all started fighting. And Xavier looked like he got hurt. I don't know if it's for real. I hope it's not for real. The WWE just certainly not need another injury. But it's not like Xavier Woods is not going to be, if he is injured, he's going to be a really, really good manager. So it's all good there. Now, the whole match, they're chanting Cena because Xavier Woods took it out, and it was 3-on-2 handicap match. And they actually held their own. It was actually pretty good from the New Day, from Big E and Kofi. The match was good. The Club win from a phenomenal forearm from AJ Styles. And still they're chanting for Cena because after the match, they go out and attack the New Day. And here comes Cena, takes out the Club, and here's AJ from behind. And yeah, but here comes Kofi flying out of nowhere. Big E hits the big ending, and it was pretty good. Not a running not Raw, I have to say. Better than last week. My favorite moment had to be Teddy Long. Anytime Teddy Long was in the show, I was pretty happy. But like, subscribe, and comment. Make sure you tell me what you think of this episode of Monday Night Raw. Remember, if you're here on this channel for wrestling, my NXT The End predictions will be up tomorrow. I don't know what time, because I gotta do an MLB video before that, so you just be expecting it, guys. Whatever. I'm out. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know your favorite parts of Raw and the worst parts of Raw.